In this video, I'll show you how to prepare an image for Scratch using Photoshop. So I'll select an image from the web, just Google image search forest, and this looks like a good one. So make sure and get the full-size image, and you can just click and drag it straight into Photoshop's icon here in the dock, and it'll pop open in Photoshop. You can look at the image size here and see that the pixel dimensions are 900 by 720 pixels. Now Scratch is for on-screen use only, so we won't pay attention to the document size since we won't be printing our image. We won't care what kind of physical dimensions and dots per inch that the image contains. We'll just focus on the width and height in pixels. But the problem here is that the dimensions of Scratch's window are 480 by 360 pixels tall, so not every image is going to fit perfectly into that ratio. So a better option would be to use the crop tool and then set your dimensions in the presets here and then crop your image to fit. So you might notice that by default the dimensions or the measurements you want to use might not match what we need to use, which are pixels. So a quick way to switch between inches and pixels would be to use Command R and turn the ruler on in the window, and then Control click or right click and select your measurement that you wish to use. So we'll make sure that we're using pixels, and then in the crop presets here we'll set it to 480 pixels by 360 pixels. We won't worry about resolution because our pixel dimensions are what's important here, again because we're not printing the image. So now crop your image, and you can see that it does crop off a little bit of the bottom, and that's okay. And you can double click inside the box or just hit return, and it'll crop and resize the image. And now I'm going to zoom into 100%, as you can see here. And so this is a 480 by 360 pixel image. So now to prepare this for importing into Scratch, you can use File, Save for Web and Devices. So this is a handy dialog box that helps you save images for on-screen use. And so what we're going to do is save a PNG file. You can do JPEGs or PNGs, but later we'll be using PNGs in their alpha channel to do a different project. So let's go ahead and do PNG 24, not PNG 28. PNG 24 is the one you want to pick, and make sure transparency is selected, and then click Save. And so I'm going to navigate to the code folder here where I'm storing my Scratch demos, and store this under Image Prep. And I'm just going to leave the file name and save only images. Okay. Now you can flip over to Scratch, and this is just a default Scratch project that I opened. And so we can choose this button here, choose new sprite from file, and select this file in the dialog box, and now it's added a new sprite. And you can change the name of this sprite here. I'll call it Forest. And so yeah, so there it is, perfectly sized to fit inside of Scratch.